Good morning, grade 7 students. Hope that you are healthy and fine. Today we will start a new chapter. It's chapter 1 in your book and it talks about location. It's divided into two parts. Today we will talk about the first part. This is the shape of an orthonormal system. It's represented by an x-axis, which is axis of abscissa, and another axis which is perpendicular to the x-axis, which is called the axis of ordinate. Okay, any point is represented by 2 points, x and y. We will talk later about them in details. First, an orthonormal system. It's a system formed by two perpendicular axes. The first one is called x prime x and the other one is called y prime y. Okay, the horizontal axis, horizontal, it means like this. Okay, it's called an x prime x. The sense here is towards x, and we know that numbers go to infinity. The other side is x prime. This x-axis is called the abscissa axis. The vertical axis here is called y prime y. It's called an ordinate axis. Here is the origin O or 0. This sense goes to y and the other side to y prime. What do we mean by that? We will see. We should know that x prime x and y prime y are always perpendicular to each other. They have an origin O. A sense means everything here to the right of O in the x-axis are labeled by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. While the numbers which are to the left of O towards x prime are -1, -2, -3, and so on. Similarly, with respect to y, we have everything above O towards the y here, okay, towards the positive sense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the opposite direction, everything below the origin O is labeled -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay, here in the following figure I show you the two axes drawn separately. Here is the x-axis, okay, the origin O. It's where we start numbering. Everything to the right of the origin O, here 1, 2, 3, 4, everything to the left of the origin O is negative, has negative sign, -1, -2, -3, -4. And be careful about the scale. Okay, here between 1 and 2 there's 1 centimeter, between 2 and 3 there's 1 centimeter, 3 and 4, and so on. Okay, here x prime OX is called an abscissa axis. Okay, it's the horizontal axis. While the vertical one here, they should be drawn. Here is the ordinate axis. Okay, but I draw it separately to show you the origin O. Everything above O has a positive sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, and always the scale is respected. Okay, everything below the origin O has negative sign, -1, -2, -3, -4, and we use the orthonormal system to locate the place of a person or a restaurant, a country, a village. I can send you my location if you want to reach me, but while opening the map you can find it on the x-axis, which is the abscissa, and the ordinate. The point of intersection of two of these determine my location. Okay, the place is represented by a point for simplicity. This point having an abscissa and an ordinate. Abscissa means the projection on x-axis, and the ordinate present the projection on the ordinate axis. Okay, here we should know that the abscissa and the ordinate together form the coordinates of this point. We will use this term many times. Coordinates, it means the abscissa and ordinate of a given point. Example, the coordinates of A. We have XA and YA. Okay, XA means the abscissa of A and YA is the ordinate of A. Given the following axis and a point A on this axis, since we have here point A, do you see it? Since we have only the abscissa or x prime axis, then the A has abscissa of 3. Or I can say XA equal 3. We designate it as A of abscissa plus 3. Locate the point B minus 1, the B of abscissa minus 1. Okay, or I can say XB equal minus 1. Here is the origin of the axis. Here is minus 1, so it's where we can plot point B. Locate the point D, the midpoint of AB. What do you mean by midpoint? It's the point which is located in the middle. Here we have between B and A. How many steps should I move? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there are 4 steps between them. So the distance from D to A is equal to the distance from D to A. Okay, or for simplicity, I can say since it's the midpoint, so the distance from D to B is equal the distance from D to A. Where's the middle of B and A? Where's the midpoint of B and A? Since we counted and we found there are 4 steps, at the second step I can say that here is the midpoint. So here is where we locate the point D. The abscissa of point D, it's placed on 1 or plus 1, so the D has abscissa of plus 1. Okay, that's how we write it. D of abscissa plus 1. Look now at the following orthonormal system. Here we join together the abscissa axis and the ordinate axis together. I have to plot minus 2, 4. Minus 2 is called the abscissa of 2 or the x of A. Okay, why? The second number is the ordinate of A or YA. How to locate such a point? Minus 2. Here is minus 2 on the x-axis. Okay, where's the point? 4. Here is 4. So it's where I can plot point A. Okay, now B of abscissa 3 and ordinate 3. I go to reach the point 3 on the abscissa axis and go above 3 points. Okay, here is point of abscissa 3 and ordinate 3, so this is point B. Now plot point C. 0 minus 3 of abscissa 0 and ordinate minus 3. Abscissa 0, it means here it's on the y-axis. Minus 3, it means that I have to go down 3 steps. This is point C. Find the coordinates of the following points. How to find them? Look well. Here is the point A. I have to draw the projection of A on the x-axis. Then I can say that A has abscissa 3. Okay, and I write a comma. The projection of A on the y-axis took me to the point 2. This means that the ordinate of point A is 2. Together, the abscissa and ordinate together, they are the coordinates of point A. Okay? Similarly, point B, the projection of B on the x-axis here -2, and on the ordinate axis 1. So I can write B of abscissa -2 and ordinate 1. These are the coordinates of point B. Okay? Similarly, how to find the coordinates of point C? Let's try it together. I start by locating the projection of C on x-axis. It's point 1. On y-axis, it's on 2. So I can write C with abscissa 1 and ordinate 2. Fine, these are the coordinates. You have to study this word, the coordinates of point C. Okay, it's -2, sorry, not 2. What about point D? This is point D. The projection on x-axis leads me to 0. And on the y-axis, it's on 4. So the coordinates of D is 0, 4. Okay? It's so easy, but you have to focus well. Thank you for your attention. You can watch this video to understand well the concept that I talked about today. If you have any question, please contact me. Okay? Bye-bye.